Father Yahweh, we come before you now as humble servants and followers of Yeshua, our ultimate example of love and wisdom. We seek your divine guidance and understanding as we navigate the intricate paths of our relationships. Pour out your Spirit upon us, granting us wisdom from above, that we may walk in love, resolve conflict according to your perfect will, and always reflect the peace of Yeshua in our interactions. We pray this in the mighty name of Yeshua, our Messiah. Shalom. Shalom, family, and welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're really trying to cut through all the noise and get right to the heart of something that affects every single one of us, navigating love and conflict, especially in our modern relationships.
Which can be so tricky these days.
Absolutely. And we're going to tackle it by drawing on the just timeless and powerful wisdom found in the book of Proverbs. And importantly, we're coming at this from a specific viewpoint today, that of an Israelite, a servant and follower of Yahweh, a theologian seeking to apply these ancient truths right here, right now. Because let's be real, whether it's romance, family stuff, even close friendships, relationships are hardly ever smooth sailing, are they? Misunderstandings pop up, fallouts happen, and, well, conflict can be really challenging, painful even.
Yeah, definitely.
So our mission for this deep dive is pretty clear. We want to pull out those crucial nuggets of knowledge, particularly looking at insights from the text of Proverbs, navigating love and conflict God's way. The goal is to equip you, to help you walk in love and handle conflict exactly the way Yahweh intends, reflecting Him.
Which is so different from what the world often pushes.
Oh, completely different. You look at modern love and it's often so distorted. It gets boiled down to fleeting feelings or just what looks good on social media.
Right, the highlight reel.
Exactly. Or chasing some vague soulmate idea. It leaves a lot of us feeling, frankly, lost and confused about building real, lasting, Yahweh-centered connections. We end up chasing feelings, but feelings, well, they're not exactly a reliable guide, are they?
Not at all. And that's where Proverbs is just so incredibly grounding. You can almost think of it as our personal relationship GPS, right? A divinely given guidance system.
I like that, a relationship GPS.
Yeah, because it doesn't guide us by those shifting feelings or the latest TikTok trend on dating. It anchors us in unchanging wisdom and truth. And that's not just like helpful advice. It's essential for anyone serious about a Yahweh-centered life. It gives us a solid roadmap.
A roadmap, okay. So to really use that map, that GPS, where do we start? We need that foundation, right?
Yep.
Which brings us right to Proverbs 4, verse 7.
The starting point.
Exactly. It says, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. And with all thy getting, get understanding.
Principal thing, number one.
Can't get much clearer than that. Wisdom is the top priority. Non-negotiable. And, if we're being honest, how many times have we found ourselves right smack in the middle of a conflict, acting with, well, zero wisdom?
Guilty. Reacting first.
Me too. Reacting emotionally instead of responding with discernment. Proverbs isn't just saying, yeah, wisdom's nice. It's telling us to pursue it before we even get deep into relationships, or definitely before making big decisions within them. Without it, the whole thing's built on shaky ground.
Like building on sand, yeah.
Totally. And you hear it all the time in dating now, people saying, I just didn't know what I was really getting into.
Until it's too late.
Right. And often that's because wisdom wasn't the priority. If we're not actively seeking it through prayer, through mentorship from wise believers, by digging into Yahweh's word, our choices, they're almost always driven by raw emotion. What feels good, not what's actually right or lasting.
And that's where wisdom, true wisdom, really shines in today's world. It lets us evaluate someone's character beyond, the surface stuff.
Beyond the smile or the profile.
Exactly. It's not just about a great smile or what their social media looks like. Proverbs shows us that real insight. It's almost like a spiritual discernment, isn't it? It helps us see beyond the facade to the person's spirit. Are they truly walking with Yahweh?
That's a key distinction.
It helps you spot things, understand intentions, recognize patterns maybe. Things that could cause problems later. It's not about being harsh or judgmental. It's about building connections on a solid, Yahweh-centered foundation, protecting the relationship.
Okay, so wisdom is foundational, but what about when conflict does flare up? Because it will.
Yeah.
How does wisdom guide us then? Let's look at Proverbs 15, verse 1.
Classic, and so practical.
Right. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger.
Simple, but powerful.
We've all been there, haven't we? An argument starts and suddenly voices are raised, people are talking over each other.
Nobody's listening.
Nobody's listening. It just escalates into this emotional battlefield. And Proverbs gives this almost Counterintuitive advice.
Mm.
A soft answer. Sounds too simple, maybe.
But it works, divinely designed to work.
It really does. And even modern research, like Dr. John Gottman's work on relationships, he talks about those four horsemen: criticism, defensiveness, contempt, stonewalling.
Yeah, the relationship killers.
Exactly. Those are basically grievous words in action. They stir up anger, resentment. They just destroy connection. I know I've reacted harshly sometimes, and it just poured fuel on the fire.
And think about the alternative. What if, with Yahweh's help, we actually chose to respond gently, softly, especially when things are tense?
It changes the whole dynamic.
It does. Proverbs says it calms the other person, sure, but it also calms the situation. It de-escalates things instead of winding them up. And practicing that gentle spirit, it's really about reflecting Yahweh's peace, his patience, putting that energy into the relationship.
Reflecting his energy.
Yeah. It's crucial conflict resolution, especially today when everything feels so reactive. Social media kind of trains us to snap back, right, to win the argument.
Win at all costs.
But this wisdom challenges us. Choose peace over pride. Embody Yeshua's spirit even in how you sound. It can transform the whole atmosphere.
That's a total mindset shift from the world's way.
Okay.
And sticking with being proactive, let's check out Proverbs 17, verse 14.
Another great analogy here.
Yeah, it really is. The beginning of strife is as when one letteth out water, therefore leave off contention before it be meddled with.
Like a tiny leak.
Exactly. That little drip under the sink. If you ignore it, before you know it, the whole house is flooded.
Yeah.
Way more damage than that little drip ever suggested.
Mm-hmm. Happens so fast.
That's such a huge lesson for relationships today. How often do we let small annoyances just slide?
Hoping they'll go away.
Right. The friend who's always late, the partner who doesn't help out, that family member with the passive-aggressive comments, we ignore it. But does it go away?
Nope. It builds up. Festers.
Exactly. It turns into resentment, and then boom, a massive fight over something that could have been handled ages ago. Proverbs is basically yelling, catch it early.
Yeah.
Yahweh wants us to deal with the drip before it's a flood. Proactive peacekeeping.
And it's not just about avoiding fights, though that's part of it. It's tied to honesty, to communication. But, and this is key, it has to be communication done with love and the right timing.
Okay. Not just blurting things out.
Exactly. It's not about just speaking your mind whenever you feel like it without wisdom. That can be just as bad as saying nothing. The wisdom is in discerning when and how to bring it up with a heart-seeking peace, aiming to build up, not tear down.
Okay, so wise timing, loving approach. Got it. Now, here's one that personally challenges me quite a bit. Proverb 19, verse 11.
This one is deep.
It really is. The discretion of a man deferreth his anger, and it is his glory to pass over a transgression.
Glory to pass it over. Wow.
Right. Think about that. When you feel wronged, genuinely wronged, what's the knee-jerk reaction, especially now?
Lash out. Defend yourself. Post about it.
Totally.
Yeah.
Craft that perfect, stinging reply. But this proverb says something radical. Glory, actual glory, to let some things go.
Not everything needs a fight.
Not every single offense needs a confrontation. Sometimes just choosing to pass over it, to let it slide, brings more peace, more of Yahweh's blessing than insisting on being right. I know this is tough. In this social media age, everyone feels they have to respond to everything.
It takes real discipline, Holy Spirit strength.
It feels like swimming upstream, honestly.
But it connects back to the bigger picture, doesn't it? Yahweh-centered relationships aren't about winning battles. They're about building something strong, loving, that reflects Him.
So it's about the foundation again.
Yes.
Yeah.
And sometimes building that means asking, is this offense really worth damaging the peace? Or can I let it go? Can grace win here? Proverbs frames passing over a transgression, not as weakness, but as spiritual strength, maturity.
Like Yahweh's patience with us.
Exactly. Mirroring that. It's about taking that breath, considering the long game for the relationship, and choosing peace over pride. That discretion, deferring anger, that's a mark of real spiritual growth.
Definitely. And I think we have to acknowledge the world we live in, where love often feels so transactional, almost distorted. People jump around, obsessed with finding the one, their soulmate.
Often without understanding the covenant part.
Right. The deep commitment. We swipe left or right based on a photo, a feeling. But real love, the kind that lasts, the kind Yahweh designs, it demands way more. Sacrifice, patience, wisdom.
Core biblical principles.
Exactly. They aren't just nice ideas from long ago. They're central to Yahweh's plan for connection, for true shalom.
Which leads us to the ultimate example, doesn't it? Who modeled this kind of love, this kind of conflict resolution perfectly?
Has to be Yeshua.
Yeshua HaMashiach himself.
Uh,
He showed us how to love, especially when it's hard, when we're wronged, betrayed. He lived it. Remember Matthew 5.44?
Love your enemies.
But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you. Now that is real love.
Worlds apart from what we usually see.
Totally. It's not the flimsy, conditional stuff from movies where revenge is often the plot. This is enduring love. Love that doesn't hit back, love that always seeks peace, even when it feels impossible. It's sacrificial, it's transformative. It's the heart of Yahweh.
So as we start to wrap this up, family, let's really grab onto this core message. Yahweh's word, especially Proverbs, it's genuinely a lamp for our feet, a light for our path.
A divine guide.
It guides us through the complex stuff of love and conflict, using wisdom, humility, discretion, and just relentlessly pursuing peace.
And when we really try, consciously choose to walk in these principles day by day, well, it doesn't just make our relationship stronger in a Yahweh-honoring way.
It does more.
It makes our lives a testimony. It shows his power, his character. We end up glorifying Yahweh, reflecting his shalom in a world that is just desperate for it.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we go, here's that final thought for you to chew on this week. Really consider this. Think of one specific relationship challenge you're facing right now. Could be anyone.
Big or small.
Right. Now imagine applying just one of these proverbs we talked about. Maybe it's the soft answer next time things get tense. Or maybe it's the discretion to pass over a transgression when you feel slighted. How could that one small shift, how might it change the whole dynamic? How could it reflect Yahweh's peace right there in that situation?
Something powerful to think about.
Definitely. Family, thanks so much for joining us for this deep dive. Walk in wisdom this week, speak in love, and always, always let Yahweh's peace be your guide. Until next time, Shalom.